What's going on, guys? It's your boy 16. I'm here basically just to give you guys a review. I kept telling everybody on Saturday, hey, I'm gonna give you a review on Monday. Give you a review on Monday. I wasn't gonna type it up, but I'm lazy. You know how people get lazy. They just don't feel like typing. So here's the product I'm gonna be reviewing. I got a PS Vita in from Japan. Just got it Saturday. Had it about 42 hours. Gave me a pretty much a basic feel, basic test for it. I couldn't get really too in depth with it as far as the American PS in store. Haven't been able to play any PSP games. No remote play. I do have a PlayStation 3, but it's jailbroken. So I'm on 3.55. The remote play is on 4.0. I've been looking for the apps that I see these guys on YouTube where they're remote playing the Batman and the Red Dead Redemption. Could not find that app, so it's cool. But I have the machine right here in my hands, and first thing I want to talk about is basically the hardware of this thing. It is, I mean, it feels it feels perfect in your hands. I have pretty big hands, so it feels perfect in my hands compared to the PSP 1000. I had one of the first generation models. It really blows that thing out of the water. The analog stick feels great. I was playing Uncharted for about 45 minutes yesterday, and my hand didn't cramp up. It really felt great inside my hands. Hardware wise, it's all plastic, which is it's kind of worried about that because I don't want to break it or anything. But this thing is built like a champ. It really is built like a champ. You got the 5-inch screen, which is beautiful. When you turn this thing on, I mean, let me see what we got. When you turn this thing on, it's just beautiful. You have your touch screen here, and the touch screen is perfect. Also like the fact that, as you can see, I have my little passcode. So just in case if it does get lost or something, have a passcode in it. Somebody would have to restore the system so they can't get into my save data and things like that. And then, the same screen everybody's been seeing. Everybody's been seeing the screen. You can swipe but the touchscreen, I've heard people have problems with their touchscreen. Not for me. Touchscreen feels amazing. When I say amazing, I mean I have a iPhone 4S, and I can pretty much say the touchscreen is just as good as the iPhone 4. Few hardware things, have the games going in at the top. Got the Uncharted game. Gonna go ahead and take it out right now. Show you guys who you've already seen these videos 100 times, but to have one of the same users as you actually review it, I think is better. As far as the game goes, you see it's pretty small. It's about the size of an SD card that goes into your camera. I've lost about 7 to 8 SD cards in the lifespan of one of my digital cameras, so I'm kind of worried about these. I'm trying to figure out a way to back the game up onto the Vita memory card, but can't seem to find that. So I might be going with a lot of downloadable games. It just depends on the lowering of the price of that 32 gig memory card. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in here. It's actually really, you see, it's at the top. It's really hard to get this thing open. I hate trying to get it open. It sucks. Oh no, can't get it open. There we go, got it open. Alright, so to keep this video short, I don't want everybody waiting around. Like, what the heck is going on? Everybody knows the memory card goes into the bottom. The memory card is probably about this small. I'm not gonna say I'm not really feeling the memory cards because off the game cartridge, Uncharted loaded up pretty fast. Load screens probably took maybe a minute, maybe less. As far as the games I've downloaded on PSN, they took forever. When I say forever, I mean at least 3 to 4 minutes just to load up a demo. And if it takes that long to load a demo, I'm kind of concerned how long it will take to load an actual game. So like I said, I'm gonna start off with the hardware. The buttons are very springy. They feel great. If you were playing a first-person shooter, these buttons will feel amazing. You have the D-pad right here, which also just feels great. It doesn't feel like it'll ever hurt your fingers or anything. It just feels amazing. The analog sticks, they move perfect. They center back. You pull it back, it centers back perfectly. It's just amazing. Face buttons. Here's my thing. I think the face buttons are a little too small. For a hand like mine, My thumb can cover all of the face buttons. That's a no-go, especially when playing games. You might accidentally hit the wrong button. Hopefully, it's not your last bit of magic in, say, Dungeon Hunter or something like that. You might have used it by accident. So that is a little, give and take. Start and select buttons down here. I think they're positioned off. It's hard sometimes for me to go to the start, especially when I'm like Uncharted. I have to hit the select button to pull up the camera to take pictures of certain things, and it's just pretty much it's just a chore to get to. I don't think the select button was pretty much. I don't think it was placed in the right place. Next, we're gonna talk about the feel of it. As I said, it feels great. These little grips on the back, pointless in my opinion, because I always end up touching the back touchpad. Luckily for certain games, it doesn't even really hinder it. But you got Shinobato 2, which your back touchpad is going to be used to aim, pretty much if you want to throw a ninja star. And I've caught myself in aiming mode quite a few times when I'm trying to fight. Kind of messes things up. There's not a toggle to turn that off. I'm not sure if the American version or the full retail version will have that, as I'm just playing the demo. Also, the feel of it, the buttons. I think the start button is placed perfect compared to the PS Vita, which was on the side before. I mean, the PSP was on the side before. Boom, you hit that, it turns off. You hit it again, turns on. It's perfect. It's just like an iPhone. Put my code in. The volume buttons also are in a great place. I love the way where the volume buttons are. I can easily turn it up, turn it down. You do have this PlayStation Home button right here, which is great. I love pushing that and being able to go from app to app. But also, if you hold it, brings up a little menu. You can turn the volume down, things like that. You can see the music that you have on there. You can disable your microphone. It's pretty cool. I definitely like that. So another thing that I do love about the operating system is the way you can suspend games. Like let's say here, I'm playing Dungeon Hunter, and let me go ahead and get into the game. Let me get back into the game. So I'm playing the game. Sorry about the light. Playing the game. Then I just hit this, and I can swipe over to another app, check the camera out, things like that. I love it. It's amazing. It suspends the game to where it's like pressing start, but not really pressing start. And also, if you're in the game, just press the home. Boom, you're good. You don't have to start the game over or anything. It's perfect. Now, I did read somewhere where somebody asked, were you able to look up the browser while the game was playing? And that you cannot actually do because let's say, if you see here, PS Vita form is number one. If you do that, if you hit the browser, it's going to ask you to close the game you're playing. So, no, you can't look up cheats and then go back into the game. You actually have to close the game, then it's going to have to load up again, which it sucks. It's stupid, and I'm not sure why they did that. So, next thing is the gameplay of the games. Now, I have on here, I can read you every demo I have on here. I have the Dungeon Hunter Alliance, Virtual Tennis 4, Gravity Days, Wipeout 2048, Dynasty Warriors, AR DigiQ, Little Deviants, Ragnarok, and Shinobato 2, and Star Strike Delta. Now, I have the Uncharted game, and I'm going to get into that one later. But out of all these games I've named, Dungeon Hunter is fun. It's just like the hack and slash game that you saw on the iPad 2. You run around, loot things, kill zombies, kill skeletons. It's just a lot of fun. Also, level up your character, which is something I'm really into. I love RPGs to where I can level up a character because I'll keep playing and say, okay, let me get next level, and then I'll just keep going. So I love that. Virtual Tennis 4 looks amazing. Probably one of the best demos on here. I've played it about 7, 8 times, and I just love it. Gravity Days. This better be a launch title. I've seen somewhere it says it's a launch title. I see somewhere it says it's not a launch title. This better be a launch title. This is the best game I've played so far, and I've only got to play about 10 minutes of it because the demo was very short. But Gravity Days, in my opinion, is going to be the number one game on the Vita at launch if it launches with it. It's just a fun game. It's comic book style. The graphics are freaking awesome. The comic book style, the gyroscope use, the touchpad use. It's just It's just a great game. When you get to play it, I know you've seen the videos on YouTube where you can alter gravity and stuff. It is a great game. Make sure you get this game. I don't care what your budget is. I don't care if you got $5 left. You find money to get this game if it comes out at launch. Wipeout 2048 is kind of boring to me. It's just like the same Wipeout that came out on PlayStation 1. I don't really see anything exciting. Dynasty Warriors. Cool game. It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Everything is Japanese, so I can't really read it. I can't really see what's going on. But it seems cool. AR DigiQ. I couldn't get it to work. I guess augmented reality. Maybe you might need a card for it or something. But I tried it up against my table, and I couldn't get it to work. Little Deviants. Now, this is the game that's coming out with the first edition bundle, and I really feel like Little Deviants is a waste of money. I see it labeled somewhere for $40 or $30. It's just not worth that in my opinion. Now, I've only played a demo. I've only played 2 games in the demo. I played one where it's augmented reality. You hold it up and use a gyroscope to shoot someone chasing your deviant, and it was cool, but it was kind of boring. Then I played the second game where the little ball you have to use the back touchpad to maneuver the little ball to get a key, which sucks. The way just the way the touchpad is used, in my opinion, is horrible. I don't like it, and I really don't think anyone should buy that game, especially if you're gonna pay $350 for a 3G Vita that's not even gonna play multiplayer. It just seems like a waste. Um, Ragnarok, I played that game for about 2 seconds. Everything's in Japanese, but from so far, it's sort of like Dungeon Hunter. It's a cool RPG. They let you get up to 3 missions. I haven't done other missions yet, so I'll definitely report back to you guys on that. Shinobato 2. I'm a huge Tenchu fan. I've been a Tenchu fan since PlayStation 1. I used to play it in my room every night. I beat it about 7 times. So for me, this game is a must-buy in my opinion. I love the stealth mode. I love the flipping on walls. I love the throwing ninja stars at people. It's just a fun game. Uses the right and left analog stick perfectly. Uses the back pad to aim and throw ninja stars at defenders. It's just a great game. Another game, Star Strike Delta, which actually it actually surprised me. I'm not really into the whole space shooters, but this game is actually a really fun game. You use the right analog stick to control and aim your fire weapon, and then you just move around the world and just pretty much just shoot in a spaceship. It's actually pretty fun, and that's pretty much it for the games. So as far as the games go, it's actually a pretty good pretty good system so far as launch and what they have in the PSN store. Not to mention, there's probably going to be 20 more titles, I think. You got the Ninja Gaiden coming out. You just got a bunch of games coming out. So game-wise, this is for gamers. They specifically made it for the gamer who wants high-quality graphics, who wants that console-like experience on the go. And that's what it's for. Next is graphics. Graphics. Everybody's just blown away about the graphics of this game. Now, this is the thing. Wipeout's graphics look kind of choppy. They don't really look all that good. But then you got Virtual Tennis made by Sega, where the graphics look amazing. And when I say amazing, I mean the player models are crisp, it's sharp. They have animations when they win. They jump up and down. They give each other handshakes. As far as the graphics of Virtual Tennis, that's actually one of the best looking games. And then you have this guy, Uncharted, and the graphics in this. I'm not gonna say they mimic the PS3 because I see a lot of shading, a lot of blocky objects. But I will say this: there's no portable out there that looks like this. I don't care what no one says. There's no portable game out there that looks this good. This thing is amazing. This game, it really shows what the Vita can do. Now I'm gonna get into my last part of the review. I only have about a minute left before YouTube says hell no. The apps. You got your content manager, you got your welcome park, you got your party, your photo near, friends, group messaging, trophies, all that good stuff. Basically, the welcome park is a tutorial, which is pretty cool. You just tap. It's pretty much just shows you how to use the multi-touch features. I liked it. It was pretty fun. It was pretty cool. You have your photos, which the camera on the thing is trash. The camera sucks. Sucks bad. Then you have your friends, which I don't have any friends on my friends list because I can't find nobody. The feature that really is going to surprise me is this near feature. This near feature seems like it's going to be the bread and butter of the PlayStation Vita. as far as connecting people. I loaded it up. It basically searched in a 3 mile radius of who was around me with a Vita. Obviously, there's no one, but I just think that when this thing does drop and when people start to use this, you can find out who's next to you with a Vita who has put up their information and says, hey, I want to share this game with you. I want to play this game against you. I think that is going to be so cool. A great way to meet new people. And for all you stalkers out there, it'd be a great way to start stalking people. um, Trophies is pretty basic like your PS3. You sync your trophies with the game card and also you sync it on a server. So therefore, basically you back up your trophies in 2 ways. Um, you got your music and your live tweet, which I've used the Twitter app about 4 or 5 times already. I love it. The touchscreen on it really helps. It really helps out good. And actually, you can follow me on Twitter at s1xt6en if you want to. But basically, the live tweet is pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. It's just like your Twitter on your phone. I'll show you my Twitter page real quick. It's loading up. And it's actually, it gives you a feed. You can go through, check out people. You can look at pictures. You can, what I'm saying, you can do stuff like that. It's pretty awesome. You can check your ads, who's added you. You can check your messages, everything. It's pretty cool. The Twitter feed is great. The live tweet is great. Don't have Netflix or anything on here yet. I didn't put Flickr on here because I don't even know how to use Flickr, to be honest. The music app. Music app is pretty cool as well. Only problem is, in my opinion, the speakers suck. I'll play something real quick. Um, and see how it sounds to you guys. It doesn't really, it leaves more to be desired. But when you put the headphones in, man, you get like a home theater type feel with this thing. Also, I've noticed at the top you see the little multitasking bar. You're only able to have 6 apps open at once. So it shows you what 6 you have, and then every time you add something new, it'll be replaced. Like, let's say, oh, we already opened music. I'm sorry. Let's open this, and then let's open this, then this. See, at the top, it's getting replaced. So you're only able to have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from a 1 to 10, what would I give this console? I would definitely give this thing, and this is not me being a Sony fanboy. I'm actually an Xbox 360 guy. I'm on Xbox Live every day. I really love my Xbox and Xbox Live. But for this console, what it is going to do and what it plans to do, just potentially alone, I would give it a 10. Just because of the potential. You have Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Unit 13, Resistance, Burning Skies. You got MLB to show. Hopefully you get your Madden, you get your 2K. I want 2K. If 2K is watching this, I want 2K12 or 2K13 for this system today. But just for the potential alone, I give it a 10. But in reality, some problems with the right analog stick. It's gonna definitely take these developers to learn the mechanics of it. Buttons are a little too small. The speakers kind of suck. Um, and the cartridges seem like they will get lost a lot. And then you got the proprietary memory cards, which cost 6 legs and 2 arms. I would say definitely, I would give this thing a 9, and that's just launch. That's with the launch titles coming out. I think this thing does deserve a 9. I think it deserves to sell better than what it is selling in Japan, but people want to see how long the console is going to live before they put that money up. My biggest concern after I bought it is, please don't let them discontinue this thing. I bought a Dreamcast, loved Sega back in the day, had it for about a year, and then they said, okay, we're not doing anything else with it. So I'm really hoping Sony puts a lot of its power behind this thing, because it's an amazing device. It's an amazing device that feels comfortable, that I don't get worn out playing. My neck doesn't hurt looking down all the time. I can play it in the bed while my wife's upstairs sleep. I can bring this thing on the train. I can bring it on the bus. I can have it at school in between classes or while I'm eating lunch. This thing is it. Console-like gaming on the go. Thank you, Sony. I really appreciate you taking your time to do this for us gamers. PS Vita is, in my opinion, a great console. So I would give it a 9. From 1 to 10, it gets a 9. So hopefully my review was good enough for you guys. If you have any more questions, please let me know. Like I said, the hardware is great. The feel of it is great. The gameplay is awesome. The loading sucks. Fix the loading, Sony. Give me a patch. The loading of these cartridges and these memory card games suck. But the graphics are awesome, and the apps seem like they're going to be really cool. Alright, guys.